Welcome to the Fight Faction Boxing Quiz. Every day we post a boxing quiz, 10 questions designed to exercise your brain. Your rival for this quiz, the co-host of the Fight Faction Boxing Podcast, Aiden The Brain Thomas. Please be warned, this quiz is not for part-timers. You will really need to know your stuff if you want to stand any hope of beating Aiden. The formula is simple. You get 10 questions and you get 1 point for each correct answer. Check the description in this video to see what title your overall score gets you. The format is simple. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper. I will run through the questions and then at the end give the answers. You tally up your scores and post them in the comments, and who knows, you could be invited to challenge Aiden on a future show. So, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Okay guys, today's quiz is going to focus on the heavyweight division, so I'm going to get straight into it with question 1. In 1986, Mike Tyson beat Trevor Berbick to become the WBC heavyweight champion, but who did Trevor Berbick beat to become champion? In 1986, Mike Tyson beat Trevor Berbick to become the WBC heavyweight champion, but who did Trevor Berbick beat to become champion? Question 2. Riddick Bowe only made one defense of his WBO heavyweight title. Who was it against? Riddick Bowe only made one defense of his WBO heavyweight title. Who was it against? Question 3. Andrew Gallotta challenged for a heavyweight championship on 4 separate occasions. Who did he fight on those occasions? Andrew Gallotta challenged for a heavyweight championship on 4 separate occasions. Who did he fight on those occasions? Question 4. Larry Holmes was awarded the IBF heavyweight title in 1983. Who did he make the first defense of that title against? Larry Holmes was awarded the IBF heavyweight title in 1983. Who did he make the first defense of that title against? Question 5. Evander Holyfield, after relinquishing his undisputed cruiserweight title, moved up to heavyweight and beat 6 fighters before beating Buster Douglas. Can you name 4 of them? Evander Holyfield, after relinquishing his undisputed cruiserweight title, moved up to heavyweight and beat 6 fighters before beating Buster Douglas. Can you name 4 of them? Question 6. Former lineal heavyweight champion Michael Moorer had a lengthy reign as WBO light heavyweight champion from 1988 to 1990. In that time, he made 9 defenses. Can you name the opponent he faced in his last defense? Former lineal heavyweight champion Michael Moorer had a lengthy reign as WBO light heavyweight champ from 1988 to 1990. In that time, he made 9 defenses. Can you name the opponent he faced in his last defense? Question 7. Orlin Norris, the older brother of former 3-time junior middleweight champion Terry Norris, became the WBA cruiserweight champion in 1993 after moving down from heavyweight. How many successful defenses of the title did he make? Orlin Norris, the older brother of former 3-time junior middleweight champion Terry Norris, became the WBA cruiserweight champion in 1993 after moving down from heavyweight. How many successful defenses of the title did he make? Question 8. In 1995, then WBA and IBF heavyweight champion George Foreman was stripped of his WBA title for refusing to defend against which fighter? In 1995, then WBA and IBF heavyweight champion George Foreman was stripped of his WBA title for refusing to defend against which fighter? Question 9. After 2 successful defenses of his WBO heavyweight title, Henry Akinwande vacated the title to challenge Lennox Lewis for his WBC title. Which 2 fighters then fought for the vacant WBO belt? After 2 successful defenses of his WBO heavyweight title, Henry Akinwande vacated the title to challenge Lennox Lewis for his WBC belt. Which two fighters then fought for the vacant WBO title? And last question, question 10. Tommy Morrison became WBO heavyweight champion by outpointing George Foreman in 1993. He would only successfully defend the title once. Who was that against? Tommy Morrison became WBO heavyweight champion by outpointing George Foreman in 1993. He would only successfully defend the title once. Who was that against? And there's your 10 question, guys. You've got 30 seconds now to put your answers together, and we will be right back after this small break. Welcome back, guys. I hope you got your answers in order. I'm going to run through the questions and give the answers. The first question was, in 1986, Mike Tyson beat Trevor Berbick to become the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, but who did Berbick beat to become champion? Aiden, what's your answer?
Right, Trevor Berbick beat Pinkland Thomas in a massive upset. I don't say massive upset, but obviously he was a big upset at the time. Like 4-1 or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, over the 12-round distance as well.
Yeah, so, you know what? I for years I never watched that fight. We only seen like a clip on ITV before the Tyson Berbick fight. So I actually only got to watch that fight about 3 years ago on YouTube.
Was Pinkland Thomas undefeated at that point?
Yeah, he was a big name. He like Andrew Dundee was saying, his jab was like Sonny Liston's. He was crushing people, and he knocked out Mike Weaver. He looked like the real deal. It's just that. Yeah, and he had an iron chin as well, didn't he? So I think what it was his lifestyle, the cocaine or drugs, whatever it was, sort of brought the premature sort of slide.
Yeah, because so when he fought Tyson, he went into that fight with only one defeat, did he?
Yeah.
So that was a good opponent. I mean, people nag on Tyson's reign, but he fought good fighters.
Yeah. I think Thomas, if Tyson hadn't been in the mix, would have probably won the tournament.
Wow!
Because he was like back on form, so he looked with Angelo Dundee, and like who was it to beat? It was like Tony Tucker was good, but I still think Thomas, if he'd got through, if Tyson wasn't in the tournament, he wouldn't have been ruined like that, And
I suppose the fact that Angelo Dundee was wasting his time with him suggested he was a name and he had potential.
Yeah.
Right, so that goes on to question number 2 was Riddick Bowe only made one defense of his WBO heavyweight title. Who was it against?
Do you know, this is going to bug me now. I'm going to say, I think it's one of two fighters. I'm going to go with Jorge Gonzalez.
That's correct. So first bet, we picked Gonzalez to win that fight, didn't we, back in the day?
TKO round 11, wasn't it? And the other hammering. All right.
Question 3, Andrew Gallotta. He challenged for a heavyweight championship on 4 separate occasions. Who did he fight on those occasions?
Right. First title shot was against Lennox Lewis after 2 disqualification losses to Riddick Bowe.
Yeah.
Second, I don't know exactly the order of these, but he fought Chris Bird, John Ruiz, and got stopped again by Lamont Brewster, didn't he?
Yeah, no, this is interesting. He actually fought, each of his 4 attempts were for the different belts. So he actually fought for the WBC, ABF, WBA, and WBO. So,
yeah. The other 2 fights of Bird and Ruiz are supposed to be quite close, weren't they?
Yeah, apparently, he on a different night, you would have had different judges. He would have had the result, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So, question 4 was Larry Holmes was awarded the IBF heavyweight title in 1983. Who did he make his first defense of that title against?
It's going to be a stab in the dark, this one. I think it's David B.
No, it was James Bonecrusher Smith. He won on a cut.
Yeah.
Question 5. Now, this surprised me. Evander Holyfield, after relinquishing his undisputed cruiserweight title, moved up to heavyweight and beat 6 fighters before beating Buster Douglas. Can you name 4 of them?
Oof. 4. Right, I'll go with in order. James Tillis,
Yes.
Pinkland Thomas,
Yes.
Michael Dokes,
Yes.
and the guy I couldn't spell properly was Adilson Rodriguez.
Yeah. Okay, you are the first 4, and then it was Alex Stewart and Seamus McDonough, who I've never heard of. Now, I thought...
Do you know what? He was like not I want to be rude and say he's like a Peter McNeely, but he was like a white guy, similar sort of build to him, and he was obviously very fit. Probably a good prospect at the time. Of course, when you got someone who's up and coming against the guy who's already established, it's not going to end well, is it?
Yeah, it's interesting because he literally, like in this day and age, you can have a belt in the lower weight class and you can move up and immediately fight for a title. But he actually acclimatized to the heavyweight division with those 6 fights.
Yeah.
They weren't easy fights. They might have been faded on, slightly faded names, but they were no easy fights for a guy coming up from a lower weight class.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
he stopped them all.
Yeah, so I think the Thomas fight was particularly brutal because obviously he stopped him. The corner stopped the fight. I think Pinkland Thomas was done after the Tyson fight, wasn't he?
Question 6 was, the former lineal heavyweight champion Michael Moorer had a lengthy reign as WBO light heavyweight champ from 1988 to 1990. In that time, he made 9 defenses. Can you name the opponent he faced in his last defense?
I can name this, and I shouldn't name because this guy was the first guy I watched Moorer fight. He was Danny Stonewalker.
No way! I thought I'd get you in this one. That's correct, Danny Stowe. So far, you're 6-0. You had 6 out of 6.
But you know what?
No, sorry, 5 out of 6. Sorry.
The other fight I watched at the time, I think it was Mike Cedillo, and then I watched Leslie Stewart, but they weren't in the right order. But because I watched this Danny Stonewalker fight, I thought I want to see more and more. And I was hoping he'd have a unification fight after that. There, he went up in weight.
Yeah. Right. Wikipedia page Stonewalker haven't. What's his name? Stonewalker.
Yeah.
Skywalker. Okay, then we go to question 7. All right. Olin Norris, the older brother of former 3-time junior middleweight champion Terry Norris, became the WBA cruiserweight champion in 1993 after moving down from heavyweight. How many successful defenses of the title did he make?
Right, I know he lost to Nate Miller because I've seen that fight. This is going to be a rough guess. I'd say 4 defenses.
God, yes, 4 defenses. Yeah,
it was either 4 or 5.
Arthur Williams twice, James Heath, and Adolfo Washington. And I remember it wasn't a lot lengthy reign, but it was a dominant enough reign that there was a big upset when he lost to Miller, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, time-wise, they never were. They'd fight 4 times in a year, wouldn't they? So,
yeah. Look at Michael Moorer had 9 defenses, 10 world title fights in 2 years.
God.
So we then go to question 8, which was in 1995. Then WBA and IBF heavyweight champion George Foreman was stripped of his WBA title for refusing to defend against which fighter?
My favourite question. He had a gift decision against Axel Schultz. So I'm saying Axel Schultz would have had an immediate rematch clause or something like that. The IBF would have ordered it and he would have vacated his title.
Who did he?
Axel Schultz, he should have fought.
No.
He was ordered to fight Axel Schultz. Oh, no. Which belt anyone? The IBF.
He fought like Axel Schultz.
Yeah, the WBA would have been... The WBA wanted him to fight Tony Tucker. And then the Axel Schultz was ordered by the IBF. And he relinquished both, didn't he? He went and fought somebody else. Like, was it Crawford Grimsley?
Yeah, but initially the WBA title was stripped because of...
Tony Tucker.
Yeah, which is correct. So... takes us to number 9. After 2 successful defenses of his WBO heavyweight title, Henry Akinwande vacated the title to challenge Lennox Lewis for his WBC belt. Which 2 fighters then fought for the vacant WBO title?
I'm going to guess this. I think it's Herbie Hyde versus Tony Tucker.
Yes.
What is? Because initially I thought it was going to be Jeremy Williams, but he actually fought Akinwande, didn't he, for the title? So then I couldn't think of... I knew Hyde had like 2 reigns. I didn't think they were in between Aki one day, so that was a guess.
Okay, the last question, which I think was the easiest question that I put together today, was number 10, and that was Tommy Morrison became the WBO heavyweight champion by outpointing George Foreman in 1993. He would only successfully defend the title once. Who was that against?
The man in the crowd, Tim Tomaszek.
Tim Tomaszek, yeah.
Yeah. You were supposed to fight Mike Williams, wasn't he, in the defence?
Yeah, HIV. Mike Williams failed a test for, didn't he, or something?
And Tim Tomaszek was in the crowd and the promoter saw him and said, "Do you want to fight?"
I can't believe the WBO sanctioned it. This is when they were trying to get credibility.
Yeah. And he wouldn't have been ranked, would he, Tomaszek? He could probably come off a number of losses, I would have thought.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been ranked at all. So it's
But have you seen his record since?
No, I meant to look at it this morning.
Well, he had a lot of wins after that, so it looks like he was like a popular sort of folk sort of guy. So the promoters decided to match him carefully and get him a winning record.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I often wondered about what happened to him. So, by my calculations, your 9 points make you the undisputed champion of the Fight Faction boxing quiz.
At last.
At last. Yeah, I think you were IBF champion last time out.
So, do you know what? There's 2 questions there which I could have come slipping down with. One was Danny Stonewalker, but as he was, like I said, he was the first guy I saw Michael Moore fight. And the All-in Norris question, so I could have been...
Yeah, the All-in Norris question was designed to lose you a point, to be honest. So that's it for today's quiz. We'll be back again at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Ciao for now. Thanks for watching. We also have a weekly podcast. You can find the link for that in the description below, and some other links for other shows that we do and social media platforms that we are on. Don't forget, if you like the show, give us a thumbs up, and if you can, pop your score into the comments section, because every now and then we will be inviting subscribers to come on the show and challenge Aiden in a one-on-one battle. But to qualify for that, you're going to have to regularly post your scores and be a subscriber. We'll see you again tomorrow.